What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the visiting team and our home team. Running the Dragons, that is their head coach. This side unable to capitalize on two at home to begin the year, losing both. Opposing them, it is the Monarchs and their head coach. This guy's more than motivated for this contest. We're ready to take the field here at home. On the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Keith Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And here we go from Toronto. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win. And that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out. And when he gets there, usually good things follow.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Again to throw on 2nd. Finds a man, right side. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, because this is out at least a few yards behind the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
At the 45-yard line.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long for him here. He's going deep this time. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down. The Monarchs out for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by a former 4th rounder out of Purdue, Aiden O'Connell.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Here's the one back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. They go play action. It's O'Connell. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to find this one deep. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They work against the blitz. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up first down. Another throw for O'Connell. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set now. First and 10. Running this with Kelly. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, O'Connell. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one away. This return starts at the 5. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Now it's Scott. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Toronto first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from the 37. Trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Dragons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
At the 18-yard line.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Running back sent in motion left. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
That's good for a Tokyo first down. 1st down, Tokyo.
Here we go, set.
O'Connell. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Kelly. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons go up 10-zip here in the 1st.
Monarchs nothing.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The offense getting set to go. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the 3rd time's the charm for them. They find some success. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Connecting on the slant. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down now. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Scott on the carry. Continuing to move past the 45. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Gets it to the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That's another Toronto 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from this one right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got 1st and goal to work with. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Yes, and everybody in the huddle on the sidelines should have wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
They'll go play action. Bails out of the pocket quick.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
From the gun on third down. And he cannot bring it in. They've now arrived at 4th and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
4th down, pass coming. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Monarchs start to fight back with their first points of this game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Monarchs cut it to a field goal game.
Monarchs 7.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. Here comes their offense out again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Looking to his fullback now. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They run. Here's Kelly. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As a corner in this league, so you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
On 3rd down, here's O'Connell. He's going to push one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
A gain of 31 yards. And a Tokyo first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up. Off the play action, O'Connell. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Air it out on 3rd. Not it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Now outruns their offense to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Now run by Scott. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
It's a design boot. Caught by his back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So it's a pickup of 4 yards. And that gives him the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He has this down to the 34. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Now looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
This is Scott. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Hold the ready. Here we go. Nike 18.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Bailey. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Monarchs get some late points and the lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Monarchs take a 4-point lead.
Monarchs 14. Dragons 10.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing now on 1st down. O'Connell has him on the quick hitter. Get some space around midfield. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, O'Connell. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Setting up the screen. Has a lane inside the 35. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First down, Dragons.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. Jump off, caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons get some late points and the lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons push their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Rolling from the gun here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 39-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go!
To throw here on 1st down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. We've set it down from 37. Throwing it again here. Throwing for the back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Kelly on the carry. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Right side and in the hands of Allen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
The Dragons getting their punter out there. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. Just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They kick the running back in motion. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be blocked down along the 25-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Carry here for Kelly. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
They go play action. It's O'Connell. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Thrown again on 2nd down. O'Connell throwing the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Able to get it to Franklin. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
So rather than trying a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on 4th down. This is Kelly. And the defense escapes. Seemed a nice run going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
They're going to run it. Here's Scott. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The offense headed back to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good for a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Design bootleg here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, O'Connell. It is caught left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Off the play action, O'Connell. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
3 yards to go.
Another throw for O'Connell. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our 4th quarter. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown lost.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
At the 5-yard line.
Plowing up the middle, and he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons take a 4th quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons break that tie and now lead by 7.
17.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense running back out now. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
To number 89.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Monarchs now trail by just a point in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
24-24.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now this offense getting set to work here. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Let's go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
O'Connell here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
On 3rd down, here's O'Connell. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
first down. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
The give here on second. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to bring up first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
At the 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Jump off caught by his back. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Third down, and they need to get 10. Looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. First field goal was good, and his kick is blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 35.
Well, if they were looking for the momentum boost they needed to pull ahead in this game, I think they just got it. These next couple plays are so important. How do you go out and build on that huge swing while your opponent's on their heels?
This offense making its way back out now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And he finally steps out. Big gain down close to the red zone. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
At the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to throw it. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. Caught out wide. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Scott. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
stopped short of the
It's a
goal
gain of
line.
3. That leaves him
gain of
only
3
a yard
yards.
shy on
It's
3rd and
now
goal.
3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Boys, you got this. Ready?
To throw. He's got it. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Return coming from the 6. Nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. 1st and 10 from the 32.
19.
Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
Here he is to throw. He hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Looking fast as that clock ticks down.
It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail. Now, hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All